Hey you guys, Erin here at Eat, Move, Rest, and welcome back, or if it's your first time to our channel, then welcome. Today we are going to dive right into our top 7 ways that we like to detox daily. These are quick, simple, and effective practices that you can do on the daily at home that won't break the bank. So in order to make any of these detox practices work for you, it all boils down to consistency and commitment. Number 1, we're going to get the obvious out of the way before you start detoxing your body from a lot of the harmful things that we can't really control, like environmental toxins and pollutants, secondhand smoke, sometimes the pesticides on our produce that doesn't get completely washed off. There is a lot that's within our control as far as putting toxins directly into our bodies that we can begin to minimize and phase out, namely alcohol, caffeine, and unhealthy foods like animal products and processed foods. A good place to start would be something simple like upgrading your coffee to a green smoothie, or maybe trying meatless Mondays, or if you're past that point, maybe you try making 1 meal a day plant-based, or give it a full 7 days and see how you feel. 2 videos of ours that you might enjoy watching that kind of expand on eliminating these toxins from our diets and how it impacted our lives for the better. Number 1 would be our alcohol story. Number 2 would be 7 reasons to quit meat. We'll add those below.
Number 2 is fasting. So this is something I do every single day. We've all heard a ton about intermittent fasting. That's something I practice. But even beyond that, fasting for longer periods of time, even up to 40 days, are reversing cancer. They're reversing all types of disease. And some people in other cultures especially who fast are the longest living humans on earth, in spite of what they are eating, when they are eating. So fasting is huge. For me, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not eating completely. Some days it's a smoothie fast. Other days it's a juice fast. Other days I am not eating for many hours, up to 12 to 16 hours. I'll actually abstain from food, which again is our intermittent fasting. But fasting causes our body to fight these bad toxic cells and all the damage that's happening in our body, where our bodies are not bogged down digesting food so they can go to work cleaning us out. So a good way to start this would be to eat early dinners and late breakfast. So taking like at least 12 hours to let your body detox, rest, repair, and restore. If you guys want to learn more or dive in to do your own fasting, we highly recommend downloading our 3-day Juice Feast ebook. We'll link it below.
Number 3 is proper oral hygiene. So many of our products and supplements that we take are liquid and they're to be taken sublingually. That means under the tongue, because this is where they are most rapidly absorbed into the body's bloodstream, which means maximum effectiveness. The same holds true for bacteria and toxins in our mouths. So plain and simple, toothpaste and floss, we all know how important these are, but you could opt to upgrade those products. We have a video where we talked about how we made our homemade teeth whitening toothpaste that's toxin free, as well as certain types of floss that don't contain toxins either. So you can check out that video. 2 other lesser known practices that we swear by would be oil pulling, which is where you simply take some type of oil. We recommend either coconut or sesame oil. So this is an ancient Ayurvedic practice that is said to pull toxins from the mouth and even from the blood. So it can purify your mouth, give you a whiter, brighter smile, help to avoid things like gingivitis and bad breath. We take about a teaspoon of oil every morning before even drinking water, swish for 20 minutes, don't swallow it, and then spit it out. After that, the other practice that if you don't take anything else from this video, I'd recommend getting a tongue scraper. So before you brush your teeth, you simply scrape your tongue and it's gonna get rid of all that white grime that builds up bacteria throughout the night on your tongue. That brings us to number 4. After you've got your oral hygiene taken care of, I always like to fill a 32-ounce mason jar full of fresh filtered water. So hydration is huge, and I'm not talking about teas and juices and smoothies or colas. I'm talking about pure filtered water. A great place to start every single day is to focus on drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water each and every day. If you want to go a step beyond that, buy a filter that will filter out fluoride and chlorine, namely a countertop RO system that we love. We will link it below. And if you want to go above and beyond and not just filter your water, but also have alkaline pH structured and energized water, which we call living water. This is something we're super passionate about. We will also link that below so you can learn more. We can discuss more detail with you, but for sure, make sure that you're drinking enough water each and every day. That doesn't include teas, coffees, and juices.
So that brings us to number 5, which is superfoods, which can kind of get overused these days. A lot of foods are superfoods. We talk about whole foods in general. Just starting with whole foods is going to give you 1, that water we just talked about, and number 2, the most important thing that most of us are deficient in, fiber. So many, not just Americans, but people living on the American style diet are so deficient in fiber. We always hear about protein, 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 and that's the number 1 question. Where do you get your protein? But it should be, where do you get your fiber? Fiber is literally pushing toxins out of our body, and that is what we're so deficient in. So some of our favorite superfoods would be 1, wild blueberries. So this whole food is like 10 times more antioxidant rich than like farm grown blueberries. Number 2 would be like a greens powder. We use greens powder every single morning because it's super alkalinizing for the body. Again, it's packed full of fiber, vitamins and nutrients, minerals, all the things you need to thrive. Number 3, my personal favorite I've been using for years is beetroot powder. Beets are my absolute favorite. They look good, they taste good, and they make you feel super good. So beets are packed full of nitric oxide, and when you eat them, it literally like cleans out your veins. It boosts blood flow, it boosts oxygen, and gives you tons of energy. So it's not only good for, again, detoxing your body, but it's also really good for getting an epic workout. So you guys follow Aaron and I on Instagram, you probably see my morning workouts typically consist of hitting the punching bag, going for runs, anything, especially in the wintertime in our indoor garage gym, to cause me to sweat. So sweat, sweat, sweat every single day. And that's actually gonna bring us into number 6, which is sweating. So sweating is nature's way of not just cooling us down, but obviously releasing toxins. That's why we sometimes are kind of stinky, because we're sweating and releasing toxins. So the best way to sweat is to get a super good workout. Number 1, like we already said, stay hydrated. Number 2, kill it in the gym. So you guys know Aaron and I are like completely whole food plant-based, and so we don't really use like pre-workouts or anything like that. So for me to get a really good workout in, I do like beetroot powders, and this one from Complete Human is my absolute favorite. I love this one because it also has resveratrol in it. This seriously takes my workouts to another level. I can go harder, longer, faster, and definitely feel stronger. No joke, I like PR'd on the bench press the other day, and I wondered why, and it was because I was using this stuff. Like, it makes all of the difference. Here's the thing, superfood powders like this one from Complete Human are kind of like juicing, in that like I could put a beet in my smoothie, but it's really just gonna be 1 beet. These powders are so super concentrated, it's like putting 20 beets in my smoothie, and I love that because I get the added benefit. So I highly recommend this product from Complete Human, as well as like many others. They have an immunity blend that we absolutely love. They're capsules you can take, or Aaron breaks them open and puts them into our shakes. If you guys are interested in this product or any others from Complete Human, you can actually find them all on Amazon, and you get 10% off if you use our discount code EatMoveRest at checkout. Thank you to Complete Human for sponsoring this video and making amazing products that I seriously love, that help me sweat and again, help me detox my body daily.
Finally, our last tip, but stay tuned because we do have a bonus. Number 7 is taking it upstairs towards the end of the day. This is a perfect way to end your day of detoxification, dry brushing, and an Epsom salt bath, or simply using a magnesium of any sort. We'll start with dry brushing. So dry brushing is going to move lymph. Lymph is the clear liquid in our bodies, so if you ever have a cut or a scrape or even pop a zit, sorry to mention it, it's going to expel blood, and after that you'll see a clear fluid that comes out, so that is lymph. The function of the lymphatic system is to move toxins from the body. So when you're dry brushing, you'll want to get a brush like this. I think I got mine on Amazon, and you'll want to do sweeping motions from limbs up towards the heart. So as we dry brush towards the heart, These lymph nodes are going to accumulate the toxins, which are then going to dump into the kidneys. The kidneys are going to excrete them, and they're going to be removed from our body as waste. Dry brushing is also great for increasing circulation and exfoliating the skin. So the skin being our largest organ, if we're exfoliating all of the dead skin cells, it's going to allow our skin to breathe and let more of the good into our bodies. So after your dry brush, you may want to soak in an Epsom salt bath. So Epsom salt is loaded with magnesium. This is a mineral that many of us are deficient or low in. Magnesium is going to help you to relax. It's going to keep you from getting muscle aches, pains, cramps, twitches, restless legs. It can also help you go number 2. It helps things to move along. So the sulfates in Epsom salt actually help to draw toxins and heavy metals from the body via a process called reverse osmosis, the same way that reverse osmosis draws toxins from our water. To take an epic Epsom salt bath, just add 2 cups of salt to a running bath, soak for 20 minutes. To spice things up, you can add a little added aromatherapy, maybe a couple drops of lavender and eucalyptus. So if you just don't have the time, you don't want to put in the effort to run a bath, you can also get a magnesium spray. So spraying it transdermally, it's going to maximize absorption and detoxification. So usually I'll just spray it on my limbs, maybe a little bit on my stomach at the end of the day, and it helps you to sleep soundly.
And as promised, our bonus tip for removing toxins from your body is to remove toxic relationships. So this could actually be one of the biggest, best tips. So I hate to admit it, but I have to say that sometimes removing the toxic relationships in my life have made like the most profound difference in how I look, how I feel, and how I live. So science says you're a direct product of the 5 people you're closest to, and it kind of sucks, but you might have to do a little bit of an examination about those people who you surround yourself with. If there's some toxic relationships there, we may need to end them, because this is all about nurturing yourself, becoming the best version of yourself so you can be the best version for others.
All right, you guys, there you have it, your top 7 ways to detox daily. These are quick, simple, and like I said, they won't break the bank. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and join us here. We would love to have you be part of the Eat, Move, Rest fam. If you want to be part of our inner circle, join us on Patreon, where we go live for monthly group chats. We share monthly recipes and so much more. We'll link it below. If you want to take your health and detoxification to the next level, be sure to download our recipe ebook. It's got 70+ vegan, healthy, plant-based recipes. As always, leave us some love in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts. We want to get to know you guys, so also share this with friends and family who might enjoy our channel and this video as well. You can follow Dusty and I daily to see what kinds of delicious detoxifying smoothies and meals we're working into our lives over on Instagram at Erin Stanzik, at DB Stanzik. And until next time, eat, move, rest, and detox your best. Bye, guys.
We're Dusty, Erin, Max, and Bo, and we're the Stanziks.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.